Hello, my name is George Washington.
And I'm Martha Washington. George and I are here to tell you the marvelous story of how our country began. It's a story filled with excitement and drama.
Dreams of gold, the clash of nations.
And best of all, we get to play the starring roles. Oh, George, I never get tired of this. The bright lights, the photographers. It just makes me want to salute something.
I, Leif Erikson, claim this land for me and all the Vikings.
Excuse me, but we're starting a show here.
I know. I visited America nearly 1,000 years ago. I want some credit for being part of the 13 colonies. I was here first.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't?
Not at all. The Native Americans were here hundreds of years before you arrived. Isn't that right, George?
Oh. Sorry. Come on then. Back to Minnesota.
In fact, let's take a visit to the eastern seaboards in the 16th century and see what's going on with the local tribes.
Here comes some Iroquois. And George, they don't look happy.
We've lived on this land for hundreds of years. There's no place that we haven't been. But something is new, the neighborhood has changed. The Europeans are moving in. They unload their ships, they back in their vans. They're putting our lives in a spin. We give them some corn, they give us the moose. The Europeans are moving in. The Isle of Manhattan we sold to the Dutch, and people say it was a steal. But have you all seen what they've done to the place? They got us a heck of a deal. They're shaking our hands and taking our lands. Our patience is wearing thin. We can never tell, but it doesn't mean well. The Europeans are moving in. Spanish are searching the south for some gold, and we don't think they're gonna stop. The French in the north love the timber and furs. The New World's a great place to shop. We've lived on this land for hundreds of years. There's no place that we haven't been. But something is new, the neighborhood has changed. The Europeans are moving in. The Europeans are moving in and in and in and in.
Let's move south to Florida to get a closer look at some of those new European explorers.
I see a Seminole coming our way. Isn't it exciting?
Programs, get your programs here. Targeted attenders. Guide to the Everglades, right here. Directions to cities. Beautiful. Map the houses at the stars. Programs, does anyone want a program? Nope, too late. Programs, anyone want a program? Say you.
I am Ponce de Leon, famous Spanish explorer.
Welcome. Would you like to buy a map to a city paved with diamonds and rubies?
Do you think I'm some kind of dumb tourist? Can't believe it. Although, I was wondering, you don't happen to have any maps of the Fountain of Youth, do you?
Those are very hard to come by. Let me look. Nope. Oh, I still have one left.
You do? I'll take it.
3 pound gold.
Well, don't just stand there. Pay the man. At last, this has been a very difficult journey. Some people want adventure, while others look for gold. But me, I want some water to make me young once more. I drink from every fountain, though I don't have a thirst. In every stream and river, I think I'm gonna burst.
Are my wrinkles disappearing? Is my gray beard turning black? Tell me, boys, I must know the truth. Am I younger? Am I taller? Has my bald spot gone away? Have we found the fountain of youth?
I drink from every fountain, though I don't have a thirst. In every stream and river, I think I'm gonna burst. Is this something from a swamp? I'll try it. Here's to my new liquid diet.
Are my wrinkles disappearing? Is my gray beard turning black? Tell me, boys, I must know the truth. Am I younger? Am I taller? Has my bald spot gone away? Have we found the fountain of youth? Fountain of youth. The fountain of youth.
Good evening again. My husband George got a splinter from his wooden dentures and is having his gums massaged. Isn't that remarkable? Now, where were we? Oh yes, the 1600s brought the British to America. You know what that means? Jamestown, John Smith, Pocahontas. You know the story, you've seen the movie, you've got the brought-up tie-ins. Life was tough on the first pioneers as they pushed out on the frontiers. Let's get up close and personal with a young boy and girl. Welcome, pioneer boy and girl. Tell me, what is your life like?
Out of bed, but I'm still asleep. Dry potatoes to feed the sheep. Got no shoes, but I'm out the door. Bringing more Gone all day as I tend the herds. I just talk to the trees and birds.
Help my mom to make all the bread. Evening comes and the grounds are red.
Sunrise to sunset, gotta work all day. Sunrise to sunset, not much time for play. Sunrise to sunset, sunrise to sunset, sunrise to sunset, gotta work all day. Sunrise to sunset, not much time for play.
Welcome to Name That Colony, the quiz show that tests your colonial trivia. Time for our theme song by Name That Colony Singers!
The colonies of Hampshire, New Jersey are white. We're all aware that Delaware is something special too. Maryland's a very land I never leave behind. Connecticut is cool and Georgia's always on my mind. Jamestown, Virginia is where it all began. The Carolinas, so warm we got a tan. Rhode Island now is mine and it's so tiny and so cute. Pennsylvania's perfect, Massachusetts is a beaut. These 13 colonies are all we need for pioneers. I doubt we'll need another one for several hundred years.
Tonight's contestant is Betsy Smith! Ready, Betsy?
Yep.
Here we go. The 13th colony was established in 1732. Which one was it?
Idaho.
No. I'm sorry. Idaho was not one of the original 13 colonies. The answer to our question, the 13th colony established in 1732, is Georgia.
I really like potatoes.
I'm sure you do, but you only have 2 questions left, so try to concentrate. The first colony to decree religious toleration was...
Idaho.
No, Betsy. Idaho was not one of the original 13 colonies. Are you sure you understand the premises of our game? Name that colony. Get it? Think of someplace near the East Coast.
You can't go wrong with the good old Idaho potato. You can mash them, or bake them, or smear them with a little chocolate.
Oh, thank you, Betsy. The correct answer to our question, the first colony to decree religious toleration, is Maryland. All right. Okay, time for our last question. I'd really like to see you get this one. Okay, here we go. Ready, Betsy?
Yep.
Name that colony founded as a refuge for Quakers,
Quakers,
led by William Penn,
William Penn,
in Philadelphia,
Philadelphia,
chartered in 1682 between New York and Maryland.
New York and Maryland.
And Betsy, it's not Idaho. Got the answer?
I know, Idaho.
No!
You know, Martha, I always said coordinated audiences are the best in the world. Oh, absolutely. Your smile looks wonderful, George. It's amazing what they can do with mahogany these days. I thought I'd introduce you to one of our most famous men of the 18th century, Ben Franklin and his craft.
Hold it right there, Mr. Washington.
Who are you?
We're the History Police.
History Police? I don't believe I'm familiar with your organization.
That's right, ma'am. The History Police. We're here to see that you don't mess around with history. We enforce the facts of history, and we just clocked you two going pretty fast there a minute ago. Pretty fast. 150 years of American history in 5 minutes. Way over the speed limit.
No, we only have 25 minutes to
And now suddenly you're introducing Benjamin Franklin? Have you no respect for the flow of history?
But it's just
Well, we
that...
like you. So we're gonna let you go with a warning this time. This time. But you better slow down. Explain to your audience what's going on. We won't go so easy on you next time.
We were very lucky, George. I had no idea. I thought I'd introduce you to one of our most famous men of the 18th century. Ben Franklin is perhaps this... Ben! Here comes now. Ben! Ben Franklin!
A penny saved is a penny earned.
Sure, Ben.
A lost time is never found again.
Ben, can you stop for a minute, huh?
I've got my work, I've got success. I've got my little printing press. I've got Poor Richard's almanac to publish too. My maxims flow, they're worded right. I've got my string, I've got my kite. I'm sorry, but I've simply got a million things to do. Little strokes fell great oaks. Hey, that's good. Hey, that's good. I'm a walking book of famous quotes. I hope somebody here is taking notes. My Franklin stove is really hot. I hope my fire department's not. As postmaster, I've got to see the mail gets through. What's lightning like? What could it be? I know someday I'll find the key. I'm sorry, but I've simply got a million things to do. God helps them that help themselves. Little early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Vessels large may venture more, but little boats should keep near shore. Hey, that's good. Hey, that's good. You can't think I've time to stop and chat when I keep coming up with things like that. So off I go to something new. We whiz kids have so much to do. I'm sorry, but I've simply got a million things to do. I'm sorry, but I've simply got a million things to do.
I'll tell you why we British are fighting the French in this French-Indian War. It's over religion.
No, it's simply over control of the fur trade.
You're both wrong. We won't land, the French won't land. Something's gotta give.
It's religion.
Trading rights.
It's the fight for power.
Wait, maybe we're all right, but I'll tell you why we're really fighting.
Why?
It's because we're British, and they're so, how do you say it? French.
Yeah, that's it.
They work hardly anything on our fine beaches.
They eat things like gooseneck, snails, and quiches.
They jump in our kitchens and they think they're the bosses.
They smear all our meat with all kinds of good sauces.
Settle
Things are getting exciting now. We're in Boston, 1773.
The history police, again?
You're a troublemaker, aren't you, Mr. Washington? Having a little fun with the French and Indian War, were we? Well, history's not about fun, Mr. Washington. No, sirree. No, sirree. Where's the facts, the dates, the family trees? You have to explain to your audience that after the French were defeated in war, the British and the colonists were left to struggle for control of the land. Control of the land, Mr. Washington. We are not going to warn you again.
Yes, well, here we are, again, on a cold night in Boston, 1773. The colonists are not happy with the British rule.
Get your coats right here. Pepsi, Cola. I want Pepsi right here. No Dr. Pepper whatsoever. Pepsi, Cola. I want Pepsi. Nope, not for you again. Pepsi, get your Pepsi. Wait a minute. I'll take one of those. Hey, say, aren't you Samuel Adams? Why, yes I am. And this is my cousin, John Adams. And this is his wife, Abigail. And she's holding little John Quincy Adams. So you're the Adams family. Da-da-da-da. 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 Yes, we are. So where's Uncle Fester? Excuse me? And since when did upper crust colonists like yourselves start drinking sodas and stop drinking tea?
Since the Parliament back in England put a tax on all imported tea, we're going to show the British they can't get away with it.
Bang on the drums, blow on the trumpets, get out some cups, bring out some crumpets. Where is the tea we should be drinking? 300 chests, see them all sinking. One lump or two, how do you take your tea? Just one way will do at the bottom of the sea. Do-do-do, 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 time running's here with this taxation when we don't have representation. Pick up a bell, it's time to ring it. Get out some tea, it's time to fling it. One lump or two, how do you take your tea? Just one way will do at the bottom of the sea. One lump or two, how do you take your tea? Just one way will do at the bottom of the sea. Dooby-doo, dooby-doo-doo, dooby-doo, dooby-doo-doo.
Look, George, it's Henry Wadsworth Longfellow and Sybil Ludington. Looks like Longfellow's working on a poem.
This is a special moment, Martha. Longfellow's writing an epic poem about Sybil. What do I do now?
What did you do? You skipped the whole beginning of the Revolutionary War. One minute. What? Here we are in the Where's your narrator says? The beginning, the middle, the end. And now in 1777, you got little-known war hero Sybil Ludington talking to the great American. And he wasn't even born until 30 years later. Book him, Daniel.
But it's dramatic license.
Where are you revoking that license?
Longfellow's right there talking to Sybil Ludington.
Listen, my children, and you shall learn a ton of the midnight ride of Sybil Ludington. I don't know, Sybil, it doesn't sound good.
I deserve a little recognition, Hank. I did everything Paul Revere did.
I know, but your name just doesn't flow. Besides, Paul Revere went on his famous ride first.
But that was in Massachusetts. I rode toward the militia in New York. Think about how much more dangerous that could be.
Okay, how about, listen, my children, and you shall know the one, of the midnight ride of Sybil Ludington. No, that's even worse.
But shouldn't people know about me too?
Of course, but your name doesn't rhyme with anything. Think of Revere. There are so many possibilities. Ear, clear, career, hemisphere.
But I was just a girl, that's something, isn't it?
Volunteer, wood veneer.
Oh, I'll never be famous.
Sybil was just one of the thousands of colonial heroes in the war. I like to think I, George Washington, General, First President, Father of the country, etc., had some small part in it, but the colonists were ready to fight for freedom. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
King George has reigned long enough. We're tired of bad King George's reign.
We're ready to fight throughout the crown.
We want life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Thomas Jefferson wrote it all down.
We're fighting for independence.
As the soldiers march through our town,
Yet we want life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
it's definitely time to throw out the crown.
Well, it's all over now, and the colonists have sent the British back. I've been elected the country's first president, and my first act was to arrest these two history police for being a public nuisance.
I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country. The president isn't going to execute us. He isn't? No. Oh, I knew that.
With a solid constitution, this new country will get off to a flying start. Let's end our review of 13 colonies with a chat with James Madison, the man behind the Constitution.
You know, I thought the Constitution was perfect, but I've got to admit, this Bill of Rights adds just the right touch. So come on, George, Martha, let's do it.
Do what?
Let's boogie with the Bill of Rights.
We got freedom of religion. We can choose how to pray. We got freedom of assembly. So settle the way. Now let's try to buy a jury. Gotta do it here in a hurry. Come on, come on. With the Bill of Rights. It's the Bill of Rights. So it no, 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 we will amend to 10, then dance along. Come on, with the Bill of Rights. Got a right to earn attorney, we work on your behalf. There's no quartering of the soldiers, so let's cut them in half. It's a perfect resolution to our living Constitution. Come on, with the Bill of Rights. It's the Bill of Rights, so we can be. No, 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 we will amend to 10, then we'll dance along. Come on, with the Bill of Rights. It's the perfect resolution to our living Constitution. Come on, with the Bill of Rights. It's the Bill of Rights, so it can be. No, 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 we will amend to 10, and then dance along. Come on, with the Bill of Rights. Come on, with the Bill of Rights.
I don't want to let this moment go without thanking Josh Lamb, who is our backstage person. Everybody